guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a what is on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. So this is what it looks like. I have just an orange cover on here. I have the 12 Pro Max in gold and 128 gigabytes. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I absolutely love this one. This is probably my favorite phone that I've ever had in my entire life. It's so pretty, but yeah. So I do this video every single year, what is on my iPhone. I don't think there's going to be too much difference here. The layout will be different because of the new thing with customizing iPhones, the new thing that a lot of people are doing. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing in my video today. So I'm going to start off with my lock screen. So I just have this flowery background here. So I think it looks pretty cool with the cover. And then we have my home screen here. So you can see a bunch of widgets. I have customized app icons. I'll show you guys the app that I have that I got these app icons from, as well as, yeah, like I said, a bunch of widgets. I'll show you guys that as well. So yeah, this is an overview of everything I have. And these are just plain apps that I don't have customized icons for that I use often. So I'm going to start off with the most boring screen first. So here you'll see I just have a bunch of the Apple apps. So files, maps, contacts. I'm going to go through everything, and I also have down here a widget for battery. So usually it has, like, it's showing the percentage of my iPhone as well as my AirPods. So that's always really nice if I just want to know the percentage of my AirPods. I just check here on this widget. I just like the look of it, I guess. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Oh, by the way, my wallpaper is this little flowers. It was just like plain flowers, but I put a filter over it and made it a bit more blurry so it doesn't like stand out too much. So that's my wallpaper, if you can see that. I like flowers lately, which is really weird because I never really liked flowers. I don't really know. Anyway, next screen here is my home main screen, I guess, that I use most often. So here I have a bunch of widgets, and all of these widgets are from Widgetsmith. Is that still the name of the app? I think the name is now just, yeah, it's still Widgetsmith. Okay. Anyway, all these widgets on my phone are from Widgetsmith, so I really love the look of Widgetsmith's. I don't really know how to say that. Their widgets, I think it looks so cool. So the one I have here is, here you can see all my widgets that I've made. So this one here is the time one. So I just have like a white border around it, as you can see. I just think that worked best with the type of icons that I had. Then I have the moon phases one, so that also has just like a background or a border around it. And this one here is just of the medium-sized widgets and also has a border. This is just an image that I had in that I actually got off Pinterest, and then I just put it in here. So I feel like it all fits together pretty well. But for the apps that are on my home screen, I'm gonna first start off here, down here on my dock. So this is, where did my assistive touch go? I always get a lot of questions on this little circle. So this is actually assistive touch. So I don't actually use it for its purpose. So if you tap on it, you'll see here it gives a bunch of options. So I can just go here and click on Control Center, and it brings down Control Center, so I don't have to go all the way to the top of my screen and swipe down. Or I can just go here and click on your, like, lock your phone volume up or down. So you can just do that from here if you don't want to click on the buttons. But I don't really use this. The only reason I have this here is because I make a lot of tutorial videos on my phone, and I can easily just show you guys where I'm tapping. But if you want to know how to get this, go to settings, then just search assistive touch and turn it on, and then you got this little circle that you can, it has some cool like features, I guess, but I just don't use it for its features. I use it as a demonstration tool. Anyway, down here in my dock I have some apps. So the first one here is WhatsApp. Then I have messages. So this is just like SMS messages or iMessages, which I mostly use for my family. Then I have the phone as well as gallery. So these are luckily apps that I mostly use, and they're all kind of the same color or shade of green, so it kind of worked out great that way. So yeah, that is all the apps that I have here in my dock. Then other main apps that I have here, I used to have like a bunch of folders, but I just find this looks better. So I have YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and music. So I don't really have to say much about this. By the way, you can go follow me on Instagram if you would like. I would greatly appreciate that. So yeah, that's what I have here. Twitter, I mostly just use to read other people's tweets. I don't tweet ever. YouTube is YouTube, I guess. You can also subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. selfless self-promo anyway. Then music here, I love listening to music, but I do not have like multiple playlists. I have one playlist on which I dump every single song that I want to listen to, and these are songs from the 90s to the latest songs. Just one playlist with everything on it. I have some playlists, but not a lot. So yeah, that's what music is. I use Apple Music, if you couldn't tell, not Spotify. So yeah, then I have camera here. So that's just plain camera, settings, weather, and Safari. So these are just easily accessed on my home screen and that I often use. And next up, we have a bunch of other apps that also have customized icons, luckily, with the pack that I downloaded. Oh, by the way, this pack is free, so stay tuned for that. So we have Shazam, which, if you don't know what Shazam is, you just go ahead, play, like tap on listening, whatever. You tap on this Shazam icon, and then it just listens to the music that's playing, and then you can save it. Then we have Google Drive, Pinterest, Telegram. I use often, not too often, but you know, I have it if I need to contact someone through it. Netflix, which we all love Netflix. Recently, I've been watching, what have I been watching recently? Oh, I just finished, I think, Big Bang Theory, and now I'm just watching Community because I wanted something low-key to watch, so now I'm watching Community. Anyway, I have Gmail here, which I use for mail. I don't really use the Apple's mail app. I don't know why. I just prefer Gmail because I have multiple accounts that I want to get email from. Then I have Facebook, which I never go on, but I'm forced to have it. Facebook Messenger, Snapchat, Discord, Twitch, Dropbox, Translate, Visco, and Shortcuts. Shortcuts, it's Apple Shortcuts app. And home here, I have a few things, well, two things here. So I have a light that's in my room. I don't know why it says no response, but I have a light that's in my room which can change colors. So I have that here, as well as my HomePod, which you might be able to see there. I love this thing. It has some great sound quality. I have a review on it if you want to go check it out. So I'll have that link in the description box below for you guys to go check out, as well as the eye up top. So yeah, those are some of the other apps. Next up, we have apps that I often use, but that are a bit more interesting, I guess. So these are mainly editing apps. Some of these are not. So iMovie, I do a lot of tutorials on, so I have it here if I need it. Phonto also, it's an app to add text over your photos. I have videos on every single thing here, so just look in the description box if you're interested. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say that anymore. Over is also a photo editing app that I often like to use, especially for cropping things to a certain size. YouTube Studio is YouTube Studio. If you're a YouTuber, please get this app. It's probably the best app ever for YouTube. So, well, it's YouTube's app themselves, so makes sense. LumaFusion is the best video editor you will find on iPhone. I truly believe that. So if you're looking for a very A-grade video editor for just on your phone, LumaFusion, it does cost money. It is kind of expensive, but if you're looking to invest, this is really great. So LumaFusion I edited on for about 2 years, I think, before I got my Mac. So LumaFusion is still amazing. Then I have Canva here. So Canva is, I pay monthly for Canva, so it has a lot of stock images and things like that. I use this a lot for making Instagram stories, especially like if I want to tell people like I have a new video up. Let me see if I can find that. So this is probably my go-to project on Canva. So you'll see here, I usually put in the photo of the thumbnail of the video that I'm saying like new videos out or new video soon, depending on which one I want. And then also just like a random or another photo from the video, or just like a random little image. And yeah, I just think it's pretty cool. So Canva is very fun, and the free version as well is very helpful. So Canva, check it out if you want to, for thumbnail making or just any type of designs on your phone or laptop. I really recommend checking out Canva. Facetune I used for, I think the only thing I used Facetune for was for the whitening feature, because what was I whitening? I think the background or something. So that's all I used Facetune for. And then Videoleap is an app that I actually just tested out. I thought it was cool. I saw it on Instagram. I wanted to test it out. So it has some cool things, I guess. Do I have a project here so I can show you guys what it actually does? So basically you can add like animated things to your photos to make it look more interactive. So if I play this, you'll see this I added in. So it looks like it's a standstill, but there's steam coming out of the coffee. which I think looked cool. So I didn't actually post this, but I was just testing it out. So they have a bunch of things like that that you can add over photos to make it look a bit more animated, which is really cool. Lens distortion, I think that's the name, LD. So this I use sometimes for thumbnails. So I absolutely love the effect that this gives. So here you can see a project that I just recently did. So basically, I don't really know how many times I've said basically, so sorry. Here you see all the different types of lights you can add. So light hit is the one I usually use. So also usually it's an orange. So I can move this around. Can I move? Yeah, here you see. This is the thing. So usually I put this in the corner of a photo to give it like a pop of color. So you can change the color of your light hit or whatever you are using. So I can change, where is the color area? Here you can see. So I can change it to a different color, but it just gives a nice pop of color in a photo. It doesn't even have to be a thumbnail, obviously. Prequel I use for every single Instagram photo that I take. So the only thing I use on Prequel is one filter. So I'm just importing a photo here real quick to show you guys. I only use one filter throughout my entire Instagram, well, recently. And here you can just see a beautiful picture of my cat when she was still a baby. This was, I think, like January. She's still pretty tiny. But I go to filters and I already have it saved here. It's called Toscana. Is that how you pronounce it? Toscana? But it has this kind of orange tone and I really like orange, if you couldn't notice. So yeah, this is mainly what I use for my Instagram. So if you were ever wondering, that's the filter I use. My brand is this thing that you can test your Wi-Fi speed with. So our Wi-Fi was slow, I downloaded it and it's still here. Smart Things is where I control our TV from. So we can add your TV here and use your phone as a remote, which is really nice if you don't find your remote. So yeah, that's what Smart Things is. Now I just want to quickly show you, so that's all I have on my home screen, but I have other apps here. So I'm just gonna go here so you can see like a list. So I'm not gonna go through every single app, but just mainly go through some of the things. So Adobe Sketch is something I use for thumbnails, so I get this kind of brushstroke effect. I'm not gonna get it here on that right now, but I'll put it on the screen. AdSense is for Google Ads and payments, how I get paid. I have the Bible app. I have Bokeh Lens, which you can blur the background with. I have, let's see here, Capitec is my bank app. Color Widgets is another cool widgets app. Let's see, Enjoying Word is something to help, it's kind of like a commentary on the Bible, so I think that's really helpful. Eraser is a cool app to erase the backgrounds of photos. I often use that in tutorials. Let's see here. Giphy I use mostly in messages. Huji is a photo taking app to have that kind of VHS effect. I haven't used this in so long. What even is this? Oh, this was when I did my nails. So here you can see it gives that kind of VHS effect. So I absolutely love it. I used it too much, so I don't use it now a lot, but it's there if I need it. IO.E is also something for a smart light that I have somewhere. Lightroom I use often to add edit little things in my photos. This is the app that I used for the app icons on my phone. So the pack I have here, you can see all these apps are free. So if you go into an app icon set, so say you want an Animal Crossing themed one, you can see here system apps or third-party apps. So you can download 2 packs, and then apparently this feature is going to come soon where you can add custom packs, which is really nice. So yeah, this is what it looks like, but the one I have is, let me just see where it is. This one, I have the Mandolino, whatever, icon pack. So also it has system apps and third-party apps. So I absolutely love this app. Like I said, it's free and you can get a whole pack of things and you can just delete the apps that you don't want. But I have a whole tutorial on this in the eye up top for you guys. Which side is it? I don't even know. So yeah, that's how you get custom icon packs and you don't have to do it individually. Moodle is an app for my school. Motivation I actually used for widget ones, but I don't really use it. Mr. D Food is a food delivery app. Where did I just go? So it's a food delivery app for South Africa, I guess, mainly in my town because we don't have Uber Eats here yet. We have Nintendo Switch here. Notion I love Notion so much. So yeah, Notion I did a video on recently as well. So I absolutely love Notion. I use Notion for absolutely everything and anything in my life. I'm very passionate about Notion. I'm just scrolling through here. Skillshare I used often. I also used it recently for like Photoshop things to learn a bit more about Photoshop. Steve here. I'll show you guys Steve in a minute. I have Takealot, which is an online store. The Chosen is a beautiful series that is on an app that you can go watch. It's free and it's so beautiful. So I have TikTok here as well. I love going on there if I need a laugh. Videoleap is like the same people who made that motion thing with the animated photos, but it's a video editor. Absolutely recommend this. I've done multiple tutorials on this as well, and I just think the usability of it is very nice. Sorry, you can hear my sister's baby. Then we also have here Wattpad. I have Webtoon here, which is also like for reading comics and things. And then Widgetsmith is down here as well. Yeelight is also a light that I need to control. This is the one that I also have in the home app. So I'm gonna quickly show you guys Widgetsmith. Like I actually did show you guys Widgetsmith now, but I really recommend checking out Widgetsmith for any type of like widget you want to add, any size. So they have so many different types you can choose from. You can add photos, you can add different times, you can customize so many things as well. I would say I primarily like suggest Widgetsmith for any type of widget. Also, like I said, Steve is, if you go here and you swipe all the way to the left, yeah, you can have Steve here. So Steve is something you do or use when you are bored. So here you can see Steve. It's basically like, you know, when you go on your web browser and you are not connected to the internet, so you have that little dinosaur game. Well, it's that, but it's in like the widgets area of your phone. So I can just here, if it doesn't take any data or anything, so I can just play Steve here endlessly if I'm bored. It's really nice if you really don't have anything to do and you're just like, what am I gonna do? And then you just go to Steve. I don't know who called it Steve, but I think it makes sense. So that's Steve. If you want to add that to your widgets, I think it's cool. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm missing a lot, but I don't want to go through everything because not everything's interesting. Some of these things are very boring. Here you can just see all my creativity apps if you want to pick something here you want to download, maybe test out. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys for what's on my iPhone. I think it's pretty simple, not too many things going on here. So let me know in the comments down below if you have any app recommendations. If you see something and you're like, why do you not have this app? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I guess that's all I have for you guys. I'll have a download link for my wallpaper as well as my lock screen and some of the other things here in the description box below, so you can go download it. You don't own any of these things, so just use them freely. I don't own them, so I'm not trying to make money out of them. Just if you want to have them, I'll put a link in the description box below for you guys to go check out. But yeah, that's all I have on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. On the screen here, you'll see an icon of my channel icon. You can click on that to subscribe. I know not a lot of people who are actually watching my videos are subscribed, but it's the best way you can support me. So definitely subscribe if you're interested. And click on the video to see my previously uploaded video, and click on the playlist to see all of my other tech videos, I guess. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!